Welcome to the Policies and Procedures video for West Forsyth High School. We appreciate you coming to find out more about our school. Here is a list of our administrators and the people that work in the main office. You can see we've got our principal, Mr. McAninch, our assistant principals, Mr. Small, Ms. Powell, Mr. Hawkins, and Ms. Wade. Particularly, you'll note for freshmen that Mr. Hawkins handles issues for students with last names beginning with A through K, and Ms. Wade handles issues with students who have last names beginning with L through Z. We also have our financial secretary, Ms. Burris, our two front office secretaries, who are the ladies you are most likely to see, Ms. Burhans and Ms. Spangler, and our attendance secretary, Ms. Blanco, who helps with things like sign-outs and excuses for absences and things like that. We also have a nurse named Ms. Smith, who is here one day a week. As a parent, if you come on campus for any reason, you must sign in and out and be screened in the main office, just like your student will be screened as they come on campus. When students return to school after an absence, they should submit an excuse through the link to the student attendance form. That's on the main website under the headlines, and that should happen within 3 days of the absence in order to be excused. And you can see that there are a number of reasons that an absence will be marked excused, including being ill or quarantined, a number of different things. If you have a question, you can certainly check the website or ask us. For checking in and checking out, a student may check him or herself out early from school with a written note, or they may be checked out by the student's parent or guardian in person. If a parent comes to pick up a student, you'll need to go to the attendance office window and you'll use the Identikit checkout online. You'll need your driver's license so that you can check your student out safely, and we'll have a record of that. And then if we have students who are able to drive and they will be leaving, they will need to bring a note, and that should be brought to the attendance office first thing in the morning so that the note can be verified and stamped, and the teacher will then allow the student to leave at the appropriate time. The note has to be dated, needs to have the full name and student ID number, and then the time the student is to leave, a signature, and a telephone number where the parent or guardian can be reached so that we can confirm the note. Make sure that your student signs in or signs out in the main office, because if the student doesn't sign out, that's treated as skipping. Attendance is extremely important. So whether your student is in class virtually or in person, they should be in class every day unless they have a valid excuse. If students have an excessive number of unexcused absences, that can result in a student failing the class, and the principal may also take disciplinary action. We hope that doesn't happen. We love seeing our students every day in school. A student who misses half of a class period will be counted absent from that class period. And then once a student has arrived on campus, the student may not leave without parental permission, either being signed out by the parent in person or having the written note, and that is regardless of the student's age. And just a reminder that if students want to participate in an after-school activity, they must be in school for at least 51% of the day. And you can see that you would need to sign in, your student would need to sign in before 12:16 or out after 12:18 to receive full credit for the day. If a student arrives at school after 8:55, then the student would need to sign in and be screened at the main office, regardless of the reason that they arrived at campus late. When it comes to lunch, we have closed campuses, so students may not leave campus at lunch, and they may not have lunch guests. They may buy lunch in the cafeteria, or they may bring their lunch, and with the way that the classes are running now, students will be eating with their third period classes in their classroom. Lunch money may be sent either in form of a cash or a check to the cafeteria staff, or it can be deposited online if you click through the WSFCS Child Nutrition website. The policy that we have for cell phones is that cell phones may only be used when the teacher gives permission for them to be used in class. So if that's your student's device, your teacher will let them know when they are allowed to be on their device. If not, the student's cell phone should be in their backpack and safe. If a student forgets an item that they must have for the school day, there will be a table in the lobby of the main office building, and you'll be able to leave the item for the student, and you'll need to notify the student that is there, that the item is there. We will not be responsible for these items, and we will not notify the student that it is there, so that'll be up to you to do. In our student services department, we have 6 fabulous student services representatives. We have a wonderful secretary and a registrar and a data manager who help us support our students. And you can see that counselors are assigned by alphabet, so you can see that on our website. Our student services counselors will assist students with their both personal and academic needs. So they will meet with your student one-on-one. If your student would like to make an appointment, they can do that through the online services, student services website. They'll also meet with groups as they start with registration. That'll begin at the beginning of second quarter. So they'll be meeting with the classes, with math classes, or with students who are not taking math classes second quarter, to help them get their registration determined for next year, to figure out which classes they need and that sort of thing. They can also help with things like long-term absences. So if you know your student is going to be absent for a number of days, you'll want to let the student services representative know so that they can notify the teachers or coordinate any services through the students or assignments and things like that. Also, they're great if there's something going on at home that you would like teachers to know about. They can definitely help you with that communication so that teachers know everything they need to know to help your student be successful. If you have questions, please contact the main office at 336-712-4400. We're looking forward to meeting your freshmen and having them on campus with us. Have a great day.